Hey everybody, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. If not, hopefully I could cheer you up, at least distract you. Cheers, coffee this time. The usual, El Dorado. Anyway, I want to talk to you about the games and mainly the controllers that I used. The games that I just posted a little while ago, and like I just said, the controllers that I used for it on the Wii, and that's important because they may be games that belong to other systems like the Genesis or the SNES. For instance, the Genesis has the one I played was uh, what is it? Space Harrier 2, okay? And then on the SNES side, I played um, Super Punch Out, okay? And it was all done on the Wii though, so it's interesting. It's different, and you have to be ready for that, and you have to have the right equipment for that. So I used this here. I'm trying not to roll onto my cords here. So I use this first with an adapter, a PlayStation 2, a controller for PlayStation 2. And you know, it's nice. It's got the only problem I didn't like, I was fatiguing with the D-pad. And these buttons feel really nice right here. And even though these are in a weird spot, they feel nice too. Hold on, let me get my hands down there. Let me just say start and select. Okay, the D-pads feel good. They don't always work for PlayStation 2 games though, the analogs and the D-pad, okay? And it's got a nice rubber feel on the handles, you know. There's a swap button down here. I think that's for the analogs, swapping them. And I don't use it because I think that's what it's for because thing is I never used them, okay? And it's called a Gamester as you can see, and it says it on the top too, Gamester. And I want to make sure I show you that because you know there is such a thing as distraction. Not that you're easily distracted, not my people. So there's the bumpers, they feel fantastic, and the triggers, they feel fantastic too. They're not the type that are like analog, I don't think. No, they're clicky too, but they're very soft clicky, you know. So it's you're gonna be going right for it, okay. Now what I had to say about this is that you need an adapter for it. Of course, you're playing on the Wii, okay? This doesn't have a Wii plug. It has not a Wii plug, but a GameCube plug because some Wiis you could play GameCube on them, okay? It's over there. That's why I'm pointing that way. Some Wiis have a GameCube in it, and you're gonna need a GameCube plug. So I have as you can see, they're already attached. They're already attached, okay? So I have a PlayStation 2, which looks like this. Hold on, I have a PlayStation 2 that looks like this to GameCube, that looks like that. Okay, will this work on a GameCube? I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to show you it again because I didn't show it to you right. To a GameCube. I don't like moving it around too much. So that's that one. Then I didn't like like I said, I didn't like the D-pad too much. Recently, I think my thumbs are getting weak. Okay, I'm getting older right now, so I switched over to something else, and I was playing Super Punch Out, and I should have stuck to the D-pad. I don't know if I would have gotten anywhere, but I'm going to show you that one. It's a gamepad for the GameCube, meaning that these are third-party controllers. For the PlayStation 2 and for the GameCube controller, they're third party. That's what that means, for the PlayStation 2, for the GameCube. For some of you that don't know and you're looking up controllers and you want something that's generic, okay, then that's how you say it, for the PlayStation 2. Controller for the PlayStation 2, or for the PlayStation, or for the GameCube, okay, or for anything really. So this is the one I used by GameStop, okay. Like I said, it's for the PlayStation 2, it's for the GameCube. And the D-pad feels nice. I haven't tried it with Super Punch Out, which I might do soon. I don't know. Then the C analog feels good. This analog, well, what I didn't like about the analog is it has these corners, and I get trapped on the left or on the right, and I can't hit the bottom all the time. I guess the angle that it's on when I'm holding it is like my thumb is reaching over like this, instead of straight up, and I can't go down perfectly, so I wind up hitting one of those corners. So I had a hard time on the second and third round. Anyway, here's the A button, the B button, I believe this is I believe that's the Y button up there, right? Yes, the Y button and the X button. I decided to put on only 2 lights today, so you guys can see this controller better because it's white, and my lights are too strong for it, and that's why I don't look as bright. So anyway, the quality of the video might be lacking a little bit. I don't know. I might prefer this as opposed to some other brighter, as opposed to having more lights. So anyway, these up here are, where are they? Clicky. They're clicky as heck and tight as heck. And one of them is a Z pad, Z button I mean, and one of them is a turbo. And that turbo, I believe you hold it down and you press a button and it turns into a turbo. And I believe this light turns on when that happens. Okay. Can you do macros on this? That's a good question. I don't know. I don't remember that well, and I don't think I have the box for it anymore. I would have to look it up. And of course the start button feels fine, you know. It feels, you know, barely clicky. These feel smooth. You know, they got nice travel to them and everything. And so does the start button, you know. Everything feels good. The travel on, you know, nobody talks about travel on too much on a D-pad. I think they should. You know, it goes in a little bit on the center, but it definitely has a little nub or something in the center there that allows you to do Hadoukens and stuff like that if you had a game such as that. And of course, it's a GameCube controller. It's a controller for GameCube. And wow, finally doing good with this review. It's not really a review. It's just more like a showing off, actually. And as you can see, it's the same thing as the adapter as far as the other part of the adapter. Let me see if I can hold it correctly for you guys. Correct for you guys. I hate doing this to this one, the black one. As you can see, they're pretty much the same. They are the same, as a matter of fact, in almost every way. Yeah, they even both have arrows on them. Now I just unbent the black one. I hate doing that. I don't know if you can see the arrow. There's one arrow. The other arrow. I don't think you can see that. No, you can't see that. Still, the light is too bright for that. I hate unbending these because some of these Chinese products, they break down fast. So I don't like bending them or unbending them. And I said some of them. I didn't say all of them. It's just some of them. Okay, it sucks to mention, but it's true, you know. And I want to tell you the truth about them, and that's important to me. Cheers again. I finally got this right. This is Arrow Wings 3 in the back. That you've been seeing, some of you, which is fine with me. I aims to entertain. That was cheers again. I guess that's 4 cheers for you guys, right? 5 out of 4, or 5 out of 5, okay, for you guys. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe if you feel like, if you're feeling these controllers. I understand. I think you're gonna have a hard time getting the Gamester. I don't think that's really available that easily. You can look for it. I've seen other types of Gamesters, but I haven't seen this particular one. As far as the GameCube, I don't know either. Maybe GameStop might still have it. I don't know. I love the GameCube controller because it looks, I think it's a lot better looking than the N64 controller. I like the N64 controller, don't get me wrong, but I like the GameCube controller way more. I think it's a lot cooler looking, especially in white. It looks really nice that way. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, like I said, and be blessed.